Hi everyone. This is Lotus Lindley with the Art of Sacred Embodiment, and these videos I believe are going to be given strictly to those of you on my news list and those in my direct community. That might change later on down the road, but as of right now, I'm going to keep these within our circles. So this will be video 3 um, of a lot of the guidance that I have been receiving since the last couple weeks, since the whole coronavirus started, even before that. But that began coming in spring equinox. So I'm going to read the guidance that I have received, and I will interject here and there with some comments or areas that I want to expound on a little bit. But I'm going to try to keep these short and sweet. Okay, so this may be two videos, and then there was another 2 video set, part 1 and 2. That I also recorded that you will be receiving if you have not yet as well. All right. So let's just take a moment, take a deep breath in. And again, we did this with the first video for the guidance part 1. So I want you just to listen inwardly to your own body, to your own mind, to your own energy field. Feel the breath rising and falling, and take another deep breath in. Exhale, relax deeper, bringing all of your awareness into your center. And slowly let your breath move down into the belly, down into the low belly, softening at the low back and at the hips, and bring another breath in, exhaling, big sigh. And feel the weight of your buttocks and thighs. And just allow yourself to feel grounded and centered and rooted. Creating your own sacred centering, sacred foundation. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So as I mentioned before, I'll say it again. If this does not resonate with you, then please take what you need, leave the rest. We all are going to find our rightly aligned streams to support whatever path of growth that we're on right now. So this is what I am offering up, and to those who resonate, I'm really happy to be sharing. So, I'm trying to get comfortable here. So, I'll go ahead and start. So we invite you to be ready to let go of lack and scarcity as we begin to move out of the old paradigms and old systems that no longer serve humanity. So I think what's important just about this statement is that we have become so accustomed to living in certain ways, and so when the virus hit, of course, everybody was very concerned about their livelihood, their jobs, their health, schools shutting down, right? And businesses, everything on big shutdown, which completely dismantles, at least temporarily, everything that we know that our lives are built upon. So these are all functions of an old paradigm and an old system. And when we don't have those, everything that comes up is the scarcity and survival. So what we're being asked to do is to really begin to let go of the need for things to go back to how they were or to be the same. Okay? And to begin to open up our vision, because now we have the time and the energy and the reset pause that we can turn on all of our creative juices, and we get to start looking at and exploring and coming together with what do we want to create, right? But we have to let the other stuff go. And if it comes back in whatever way, shape, or form that serves our highest good, all of our highest good, then so be it. But if it has not been of service, if our lifestyles, meaning our wellness, our wholeness, our joy, our peace, has been compromised, which for most people it has, then it's time maybe to just let them go and deal with the deep-rooted survival and scarcity that is really what needs to be addressed, not the outer world functioning or not functioning. Okay? So the old beliefs about money and survival and older systems keep that consciousness and need in place. Just as we talked about in one of the last videos, energy goes where attention flows, right? So if we're so focused on what was, we don't have the energy or the openness or even the inspiration to begin to see, well, okay, this isn't here anymore. How can we do things differently, right? So this is what we're being asked of right now. A new reality will require a desire and readiness to release complacency and handing over your power to be reliant on governing by others. This is huge. This comes into the sovereignty of humanity, that we have a right to choose. The new choice is self-responsibility and integrity in all that you do. This high level of integrity is contingent on each individual's awareness, healing, and integrating their own density, in other words, their own shadows, their own darkness of fears, stories, and woundings. Okay? So I want to just comment on that. We have to say yes, basically. We have to say yes, that we want to step up who we are as a race, by each individual's wanting to raise into their highest level of maturity, which means accessing much higher qualities of being, which is what our divinity holds, and which, as we talked about in the last videos, we are assisted in accessing by our highest selves. Okay? But we have to let go of our, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to know that. I don't want to think about that. I don't want that kind of responsibility. We have to let that go and stand up in our fullness and be ready to be empowered in very positive, loving ways. Okay? So I find that pretty exciting. A new reality will require letting go of lethargy and attachments. Both lead to distractions and unproductive, unconscious expenditures of life force energy. You are being asked to know yourselves as creator beings, not only for you, but in service to others. A new reality requires each individual to truly step into their ideals, their highest ideals, skills, gifts, talents, purpose, all expressions of divine source creative love. This is how we begin to manifest something new. So we have to let go of staying small. We have to let go of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, I don't matter, I don't have anything to offer. All of that is distortion. So what we need to do is heal that and recognize that each of us carry within us a multitude, a plenitude, right, of skills and talents and gifts and expressions of our divinity. But we have to be willing to step up into that. When we do this, in that space, there is no competition or greed, but an honoring first of ourselves' unique purpose, which then allows us to honor everybody else's unique purpose. This also means all individuals have to, as I just said, have to acknowledge, release, and heal all that causes those old, dense vibrations, i.e., those beliefs and those stories. We have to let them go. Otherwise, we're holding them in place. And that continues to be our reality. And at either our own individual reality, or it inhibits the greater reality of the collective to get very clear and expanded. We will all be working in unity in our own unique functions to bring this vision about. But you must know, so we all, meaning all of the higher assistants out there, but you must know that something new can be created and do what it takes to birth it. We have to believe that this is true. We have to know that things can be very different, and we can be so different in the world that we live in, that we live as, we live freely. We live kind of like a lot of people are living now, right? They're out doing walks. They're not rushing everywhere. They're spending time with family. They don't have jobs that they're putting all of their time and energy into. They're doing creative endeavors. So this can be the new world. We just have to know that we can create it, right? So we have to be able to do what it takes to birth it. Those who know this, see it, focus on it, and be clear in releasing any old energies as they come up, as they arise, and the new will be experienced. It is a time of choosing so intentionally and deeply to become the change, to embody this time of transformation by transforming ourselves. The change will come from within each of you. You are the creators of a new reality. I just want to see, okay, I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to do the next video. You can't entertain the stories of fear, danger, and doom going on around you. You must actively be recreating your reality moment by moment. In other words, present moment. My gosh, the sun is out. The birds are singing. The trees are blossoming. In this moment, life can be magical and full. And what we do is we string each moment together consciously, imbibing that through our being, embracing it, and that creates that new stream of consciousness. That is the reality we can choose to live in. Okay? So I'm going to end with that, and then I'll do part 2, just following up. Again, just in case you don't get to part 2, you can always contact me for any assistance, questions, mentoring at lotuslindley.net or on Facebook. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I'll be back with part 2 on creating a new reality.